All right, today we're going to be comparing and ordering numbers. So we have some little notes here. Start with the largest place value position, which is the place value position furthest to the left, and you're going to compare the digits. So both of these numbers are 3-digit numbers. I'm going to start with the digit on the far left of each number to compare these digits. Now, if one number had 2 digits and one number only had 1 digit, let's say I was comparing 12 and 5. This is a 2-digit number. It's automatically bigger than a 1-digit number, isn't it? If you compared the digits furthest to the left, so if you tried to compare the 1 and the 5, you're going to get the wrong answer because this tens place is empty, so it's like there's a 0 here, so you have to compare 1 with 0. Or you just know that a number with 2 digits is bigger than a number with 1 digit, okay? The bigger one can have 2 dots, the little one gets 1 dot, or you can just draw the greater than symbol. Some of you like the dots, some of you don't need them. But if they have the same amount of digits, you've got to start at the largest place value position and compare your digits. So I'm going to look at the 4 and the 5. What's bigger, 4 or 5?
5.
So 5 is bigger, and so that tells us that this number with the 5 is the bigger number. Since 5 is bigger, that number gets 2 dots, and the smaller number gets 1 dot, and then you can connect your dots. So 486 is less than 521. So the symbol that looks like an L that's kind of been squeezed over, that is the less than symbol. And the one that is open first is the greater than symbol. It always points to the smaller one, and it's open to the bigger number. Yes, sir?
Like on my teacher said, the reason why it's like that is, let's say it's an alligator because the mouth.
Yeah, you can think about it like that. But you guys are in 4th grade. You don't have to worry about an alligator anymore. You probably can just tell it without worrying about an alligator. Okay, now sometimes your digits are going to, in the largest place value position, are going to be the same. So let's look at 587 and 578. So if I look at the largest place value position, they both have a 5, don't they? So I can't tell which one's bigger yet. So I've got to scoot over one place value to the right. I'm in the tens place now. So I have an 8 and I have a 7. What do you know about 8 compared with 7? 8 is bigger than 7, isn't it? 8 is bigger than 7, so you can give the big number 2 dots and the little number 1 dot, and then connect your dots, or you can just say 8 is greater than 7. And since 8 is bigger than 7, and that's the first place value position that we could determine a difference, that is the place where we find out that 587 is greater than 578. You can also use a table to compare your numbers. So if you take your paper and you just flip it like this, we got tables on the back. You may not need a table to compare your numbers, but for right now, we're going to do these together, and we're going to use a table. So yes, you're going to fill in the table. We have 329,875. So I'm going to put it on my table. I have 6 digits, and I have 6 boxes on my table. It's all set up and ready to go for us. So we have 329,875. I'm seeing some people putting their commas in the wrong place. So when you write down your digits, you count over 1, 2, 3, comma. 1, 2, 3. I would put a comma here if there was another number, but there's not. So make sure your commas are in the right place. And then my next number is 329,578. It also has 6 digits. So the 100,000s place is going to be lined up with the 100,000s, 10,000s lined up with 10,000s, thousands with thousands, hundreds with hundreds, tens with tens, ones with ones. So first you're going to look over here in the largest place value position, and they both have a 3, don't they? Can I tell which one's bigger? No. So I'm going to scoot over one place to the right. Uh-oh, they both have a 2. Can I tell which one's bigger yet? And what happens when I go to the thousands place? The same thing. They have the same digits again. So then I'm going to scoot over to the hundreds place. And what do I see here? 8 is bigger, isn't it? So that means the number with the 8 in the hundreds place is bigger. I like to circle the bigger one. That kind of helps me make sure that I got my sign going the right way. And I'm going to put my comma right there. 1, 2, 3, comma. Bless you. You can use the dots Bigger number gets 2 dots, the little one gets 1 dot, or you can just draw the symbol. This one is bigger, so it's the greater than symbol. All right, let's look at the next one. Why don't you try that on your own? Put it in the boxes. Fill out your table. So I put 586,075. I count over 1, 2, 3, comma. And then I'm going to put the next number in my table, 586,057. 1, 2, 3. I got my comma in the right spot. What place value position did you have to go to on this one to compare?
The 7 and the 10.
We had to go to the tens place because look, the 100,000s is the same, 10,000s is the same, thousands is the same, hundreds is the same, and when I got to the tens place, I could tell which one's bigger. 7 or 5? 7 is larger, and this number is my first number, so this number is bigger. So he gets 2 dots, the little one gets 1 dot, and we have the greater than symbol. All right. Some of you will just be able to go straight to doing the work with just the numbers right here. So you can underline your digits. So if I go to the largest place value position, this number has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits. And this one also has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits. So I have to compare each place value position. I'm going to start at the largest place value, which is the 10,000s. Do I see a difference here? Can I tell which one's bigger? Not yet, because they both have a 3 in the 10,000s place, right? So I'm going to scoot over to the thousands place. This one has a 0 and this one has a 1. Can I tell which one's bigger yet?
Yes.
Which one?
1,000.
The 1,000 is bigger, isn't it? So I know this number's bigger. So I'm going to circle that number. He gets the 2 dots, and this little guy gets 1 dot. So I know 30,536 is less than 31,974. Let's look at the next one. 824,984 compared with 842,847. Both of these have 6 digits. So I'm going to compare my largest place value positions. So we have an 8 and an 8. Can I tell which one's bigger yet? No, not yet. What about the 10,000s place? Can I tell? We've got a 2 over here and we've got a 4 over here. What do we know? 4 is bigger, so that means 842,847 is bigger, right? So am I going to put the less than symbol or the greater than symbol? So if I put the greater than symbol, it's this way. I'm going to put the less than. This number is less than this number. That's how you know what symbol to put. What does this number, or how does this number compare to the second number? If this one is bigger, then it's the greater than symbol. If this one's smaller, then it's the less than symbol. All right, you can also use a number line to compare your numbers and put them in order. So 873, 1,087, 1,078, and 783. So these are all pretty big numbers. So I'm going to mark my number line off into hundreds. And I'm going to put 5 lines on my number line. And since I'm going to put 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 is in the middle leaves 2 on each side, right? So I'm going to put 1 mark in the middle. Anytime you have an odd amount, you're going to have a 1 in the middle. And then I'm going to put 2 over here and 2 over here. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just our notes. We're just getting as close as we can. You don't want to put some of them really close together and some of them really far apart. You want them to be a little bit closer to equally spaced. All right, my smallest number, it looks like it's going to be in the 700s, right? So I'm going to start my number line off at 700. And then I'm going to count by hundreds. So if this is 700 and I'm adding 100, what would this be? Good. And then what would this one be? Good. And what would the next one be? 1,000. And what would the next one be? Very good. All right. So, yeah, you can either say 1,100 or 1,100. Both of those are correct. So let's think about what would be right in the middle of these. So what's right in the middle of 700 and 800? 750 would be right in the middle. What's right in the middle of 800 and 900? Very good. What's right in between 900 and 1,000? Very good. Y'all are so smart. Between 1,000 and 1,100? 1,050. Good. You don't have to put these marks, but I just kind of want you to visualize this when you're marking them on here. So my first number is 873. Which two hundreds would that be between? Very good. It would be between 800 and 900. It's more than 800, but it's less than 900. Okay, so this is where the halfway marks come into play. Is this more than halfway between 800 and 900 or less than halfway? 873, would that be between 800 and 850? Very good. Or between 850 and 900. Well, it'd be between these two, so that means it's more than halfway, so I'm going to mark it on there. It doesn't have to be exact, guys. We're just kind of guessing. Yeah, but we're not rounding. We're not rounding. Okay, 1,087. Which two would that be between? Would it be between 700, 800, 800, 900, 900 and 1,000, or 1,000 and 1,100? It'd be between these two, right? So here's halfway, 1,050. Is that more than a half or less than a half?
More.
It's more than a half. So I'm going to put it over here. 1,087. All right. My next number is 1,078. Which ones would that be between? It'd be between 1,000 and 1,100. Good. Or you can say 1,000 and 1,100. Is it more than halfway or less than halfway? It's still more than halfway. Is it going to be before 1,087 or after 1,087? Before it or after it? Okay, look up there. Is it going to be before it or after it? Before it. Very good. Okay, and my last number is 783. What's it going to be between? 783. Good. It's going to be between these two. Is it more than halfway or less than halfway? Very good. It's more than halfway, so I'm going to put it on there. And now you want to see the awesome thing about this? Our numbers are already in order from least to greatest, because on a number line, the number furthest to the left is the smallest. It's the least. And as you move to the right, they get bigger. This side would be the greatest. So if I had to put these in order from least to greatest and I have them on my number line, I already got them ready to go. So 783 is the smallest number. 873 is the next smallest. 1,078 is the next smallest. And then the biggest number is 1,087. All right, so look at this. If I write my numbers on here, I got my 4 numbers. But look at all these commas I got going on. So a lot of times, instead of putting commas between the numbers like this, they'll put a semicolon on there. When it's got a dot and a comma on the bottom, that's called a semicolon. It's like kind of a colon. A colon has 2 dots, but a semicolon has a dot with the comma on the bottom. That helps you see the difference between the semicolons and the commas. Okay? That way you don't have just a bunch of commas mixed in. All right. How do y'all feel about that? Show me with your thumbs. Thumbs up if you're doing great. Thumbs sideways if you're almost there or just still a little bit confused. And thumbs down if you're like, oh, Miss Saab, I need a whole lot more practice on this. All right. We got a little bit of everybody. We're going to do some more examples together.